Welcome back to another video. Today we pulled this trailer out for the first time, and it's probably been in my paint booth for 2-3 weeks now, maybe even longer. It's been in there for a while. I pulled it out because we got to pull it into the shop now and start prepping it for the bogey to go under. I'm getting ready to paint the bogey. I'm almost, oh my gosh, I got a flat tire. Wow. Well, that won't work. And I wanted it out of the paint booth so I could install our bumper back here with the lights in it. I got to replace those 3 lights there, those 3 lights there to match the lights I'm going to put in the bottom. And we're also going to put backup lights. And then I have a light bar to install up there with a bunch of little lights like we got going down the side. The sun is like directly above us right now, as you can see by the shadow. So you really can't see the metallics in it right now too well, except for like right on these lips, right on the edge here. But I think it turned out really good. We'll go to the other side and see if we can't get a better video of the metallic. The sun's on it a little bit here. You can kind of see the deep metallics in it. I know this is Dad's truck and it's not the right truck to be pulling this trailer. The right one's over there, right there. But it still looks good hooked up to Dad's truck. I'm gonna be pulling this thing in to do a little bit of interior work and see if we can't fix the shake on those 12 gauge mirrors. I talked to some guys at 4 States. They said that they didn't really have problems with them, so maybe it's user error. More like driver error, am I right? About got this thing completely stripped down, ready to sandblast. Pretty much everything that we're gonna take off is taken off at this point. We haven't really done anything with the roof yet. It's just too tall. I haven't got up there yet. Actually, I haven't done anything. Jordan and Zach have pretty much stripped everything on this truck. I can see the fuel tank straps. They need to come off, and these front wheels need to be taken off, flipped around, stuck out backwards, so that way we have more room to sandblast and paint. But other than that, they pretty much got everything stripped off and ready to sandblast. And we're gonna replace this panel because there's a bunch of cracks, and the handles kind of ripped out. They were loose when it got here, so we're just gonna take it off. It's a flat panel, so we're just gonna take it off, lay it on a flat piece of aluminum, mark everything out, and make our own panel for it. It really shouldn't be that difficult because there's no bends or anything, so it'll be really easy. And it's just the right way to do it. Just replace the entire panel, not try and patch it or anything. This is gonna be much better. Right now, I think what I'm gonna have to do is get that tire, seat it back up, and air it up. Maybe put it up on jack. You know what? I don't even have to air it up under there. We'll put this thing up on jack stands and get ready for the bogey to go underneath. I'm pretty much done with all the welding that I have to do. So it's about time to put this in the paint booth and paint it, and then update you guys further on that.
So enough. That top right corner is for the left a couple not popped, so.
Just a quick tire change on the green machine. We kind of tag teamed this. My brother took them off the truck. I broke them down, put the new ones on. I'm gonna let him finish that up. And I got some wheels to polish, so let's go ahead and get them done. So I think I'd polish at least maybe 4 or 8 of these wheels before messing with little wheels like this. Honestly, they're just pain in the butt. They don't fit in the machine. I'm gonna have to do these the old-fashioned way. Everybody's gonna hear me complain a little bit. And I don't know if the video will even do it justice. Like, these suckers are bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit one of them just to test it out, see what it feels like. If it's going good, probably do them both tonight. If not, I'll probably do one tonight, one tomorrow. I'm not a full-time polisher, so I don't enjoy polishing little stuff like this. But we're gonna hit it and we're gonna see what we can do with it. Look at these beads. curb rash much? My goodness. Evening, I think got a little bit better. It actually does fit in the machine, so I'm getting ready to try it out, make sure it's gonna work. I don't know if the big wheels will fit in here nicely on the machine, but we're gonna give it a try. Those of you that might have been a little confused about what I meant by machine, this is what I mean. You put the wheel on there, and then this thing spins really fast, and you can go and polish out your wheels without actually needing to hold a buffer. And this wheel is, our polishing wheels are dang near as big as the wheel. So this might get interesting. All right, got the last one on. Let's get this over with. This morning we're going to try and get everything finished welding on the front axle of the bogey and get it in the paint booth so we can get it painted today. And we'll see what happens from there. Time for paint, and now it's painted. Not much more to say about it. For reals though, it's just got black paint on it, and I just pushed it out of the paint booth, so I don't really want to go into too much detail on it until I get more parts on it, so that way it kind of looks more appealing. I did get the trailer put in the middle bay. All next week I plan on working on it, so there should be a lot of videos coming to this soon. I got to finish some of the wiring on the lights down on the bottom rail and on the top rail. So in the next video when I'm doing that wiring, I'll show everybody how we mount the lights up there. I don't feel like going up there right now. That's for another time. I will give an update though on the cabover. It's sandblasted, and a lot of it is sanded and pretty much taken apart. We did pull this panel off. I'm gonna make my own panel for it. We're probably gonna replace the door panel and maybe this back passenger side panel. Let me show you guys the damages on that. It's got a hole right there and a lot of damage on the back here that I don't feel like fixing, because really that'd just kind of be a patch job, and I feel like this panel's already been repaired once, because half the rivets that are holding it in, I mean, they're not right. It's supposed to have like, I believe these old ones were all put together with smash hucks or whatever you call them, and this whole panel is riveted on. So I'd rather just drill all the rivets out, grind them off, whatever, replace it, put the proper hucks back in it, kind of do it right. Frame is all sandblasted, cleaned up. I don't know what I'm gonna do in the back here. I'd like to clean this up some. It kind of has to be here, because I know they pull a low boy and a couple other trailers, so they're gonna need that, but I think I'll cut this edge off and clean it up a little bit. And then we're also gonna go through and replace all the old weather dried, or yeah, all the cracked old lines. As far as the interior goes, I believe we're gonna replace the carpet, the seats, fix some of the stuff in the dash, fix the air leaks, just clean it up a little bit, keep it all original looking, nothing too fancy. We are sanding the original visor, and we're gonna stick that back on, because I feel like there's no good looking aftermarket visors for these, if you can even find one. And yes, we could make one. We've already built a couple visors for cabovers already, but sometimes just the original classic look is best. We're trying to keep this thing looking pretty old school. We will be running 6-inch dual exhaust up the back. We're gonna modernize some things, but for the most part, it's gonna stay looking original. I have all the grill pieces laying out right here. Next week when I have some time, I'm probably gonna sand those down and polish them back out. Then on the back side of the trailer here, we need to create a light bar. It comes with one that kind of fills in there, and it had a couple little 3/4 inch lights in it. I think I'm gonna have to make a new one so we can fit probably like 9 of them across the back here. Then on the bottom side, I need to put a bumper light panel in there. So next week there's gonna be a lot of design work done, and hopefully a lot of finishing up things too. So definitely come back for another video. I probably won't be able to post it next week. It'll probably be in 2 weeks from this video, just because of how busy we're gonna be, and it's really hot here in Missouri. Really hot. So when it's hot, I get cranky. And when I get cranky, I don't video things. So hopefully it doesn't get too hot, and hopefully I actually video some stuff. So if you enjoy seeing this, you need to subscribe. That's all you gotta do. That's all I'm asking you to do, is just subscribe. It's probably not that hot or that hard to hit the subscribe button. And if it is hot where you are, press subscribe so you can suffer with me through this heat and humidity. See you in the next video.